Anyway, the theme of tonight is this. Moment as I set my backpack camera here, body cam's up. Let me zip this up so it's out the way. Go gilly on this. Anyway, as I was kind of stating before I started the video, I branch the marijuana, and not just medical marijuana, but the marijuana into three basic categories: recreational, therapeutic, and actual medicinal, like neurological, anti-inflammatory, etc., or even anti-tumor, for example, or regenerative. That's why I count 1, 2, 3, middle finger. Anyway, so this is why I'm out here starting this video on this side of everything. Hey man, you need a smoke? I actually got one for once. All right. Still working though, man. Still working. Now, are you aware of the difference between recreational, therapeutic, and neurological weed? Like I was ever standing out here asking for money. Well, I got secrets already, but it looks like it's been slim pickings for everyone else out there. Well, shit. Since I'm here anyway, I'm going to try to at least salvage up what I can find on this note. Which, I used to be able to find a couple roaches along the way, as you've seen in my videos that normally cover the basics at least. So I don't have a full-on seizure. That's about it. And that's preventative measures at that point, for instance. But that's me having to make, the other cannabinoids useful out of that recreational shit that people smoke. It takes about 2 to 3 times as much smoking recreational to get any type of medical benefits. And usually I find it only in the resin. As you know, the CBD and the other cannabinoids, the high on shit burns off fastest. That's what I call the recreational shit. The recreational shit burns off that fast. I mean, the therapeutic shit, I only had to smoke about 1.5 as much. It's got close to the right cannabinoids for the epileptic. And you know what is anti-epileptic, anti-spasmodic, anti-neuroinflammatory? I've literally had better luck off the roaches I find off the ground being proper medical value for my seizures. 3 out of 4 is the chances. And then I've got like a 2 out of 3 that could be, it's actually like a 50-50 shot it's fucked with. But, that's part of the risk. It ain't free roaches. Yeah, that's for sure. If you don't know what you're smoking, you could go cray-cray for real. But, I've taken other herbs to actually go, on a shaman trip on purpose. So that ain't nothing to me. So, shit. Someone's been coming through the fire too cold. Even the word on the street is there's been some old ladies going around with blue gloves picking up roaches everywhere. And I've caught a couple of them on camera, just barely. Ironically, right behind me, so I got ahead of them. So they're picking up roaches. I think it's funny. Anyway, well, that happened with Carol Smith's little prayer group there. you know what happens. You piss off one of these little prayer group people, and they go through their whole Rolodex of everyone on their prayer list, everyone in their prayer group, and next thing you know, it's an army of nuns running around picking up blunt roaches everywhere.
What up? How do we get a lighter?
Oh, shit, down, stop. I got it.
No, you got a lighter. I want to add some weed around the plate,
I
man.
wish to, man. That's what I've been doing too, so.
Yeah, I gave you some. I remember I gave you some last time.
Yeah.
I ain't seen you in a minute.
It's been a long minute, man. And then I've been still getting played. But at least it's on the record and shit. So fuck it, right? Anyway.
Good looking, man.
Yeah. They all messing with themselves at that point, so. And I caught them. They wanted to play flip the lease game at my place where I couldn't put an escrow no more because I'm responsible for repairs now. Yep, and now they want to say we're going to discontinue the lease. Now what if I put money into that place and I already started doing that? Yep. And I got a moat in front of my house. The post can't even deliver right now. Yep, and it's been like that for 2 months. Yep. So I appreciate it, man. Good seeing you. Hey, I'm going to keep on my hustle, you know how that is. I keep it genuine, man. Stay safe. Stay strong. Like the perfect color combination. Yeah. See, I used to do the roach extermination curbside service. And with real medical documentation I've got, no one is going to get messed with if they help me. Unless they're trying to string me along. That's a different story at that point. Try to string me along and you might get in a lot of trouble internationally at that point. Anyway, just saying, for real to recognize real. Shit. This is where I wish I had mine that can pause mid. My other camera phone can actually pause mid recording, but it doesn't have enough space on it to make videos. So, go figure. This El Cheapo with the cheap wireless connector, they cheaped out on the wireless connector, but the things can play. I can play Minecraft on this one. It works better than my fancy one. My fancy one can't even run replica. Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, I might as well make myself useful and be a doorman. I don't want to sit here with my camera in everyone's faces forever. Run my, 8 minutes. Yeah. I'm going to go with maybe a 20-minute video, 15 tops of just documenting me being real, and this is how I've frickin' been hustling up my life-saving medicine. Now, I did bring my emergency vape with me. I've got some emergency tobacco and weed resin that I've already salvaged, but it's the last bit I can mix with some tobacco on top. Yeah, I put it on top of the tobacco at that point, like a tober, Canadian tober. So, now, that's not proper dosing, but that's emergency dosing is what that's called. You're very welcome. Well, I think I might try one more round. I already checked all the dang lots here, and no one tossing nothing. once again, to establish the norm, anytime I start calling out anyone with a hard drug problem, it's because I got thrown into your mix and I never had one. So you can be angry at the people who brought the heat to everyone that was doing that shit, because I never was. Okay? I've been there for my friends legit, heart to heart. I've never sat there and I've tried to partake in their world and just don't work. I'm just don't give a shit to get high is the problem. And besides, I get nothing out of it because my seizures pretty much, I smoke that shit and I just nod right the fuck out. Because all it is a painkiller to me at that point. That's all it is. I don't even get fucking high. It's just a painkiller. I hit a glass ceiling, instant sober. So stop wasting your money on me, honeys. Just saying. On that note, that's why I was saying, you might as well be chewing on cocoa leaves. You know, coffee, cocoa, and chocolate and cocaine are all cousins, right? Funny thing is, I'm actually allergic to chocolate. And I mean literally chocolate. It's alright, it's alright. Hey, I gotta make myself useful. I'm not gonna be a bum. Yeah. I appreciate it. For real. See, that's my reality check live TV. I try to make myself useful and everyone's like, you don't need to do that. And then I missed the one person that probably could have at least used a hand on the door. You go figure. Yeah. With my prescriptions, I could have been set up as a dealer at that point, but I just won't. Mainly because this. An authoritative reference based on the latest scientific research. The home pharmacy. Everything. Remember what I said about a Chevalier? Anyway. And that's at about 13, so I'll roll it at that.